Good morning, guys. Can you hear me? Yeah, Tesla. What a stock. Holy shit. I shorted some 882. Tiny starter, fifth size. Now it's really speeding up yesterday and today pre-market. This is almost like a dream scenario. If you can only go to 1,000 or something in a straight line, that would be perfect. But this is, yeah, pretty crazy, pretty crazy. I don't have a lot of things on my watch list right now. I have STC on the long side and I have Tesla on the short side. Very thin watch list. It means the markets are really in a limbo right now. I don't see any great buying opportunities, and Tesla is really the only shorting opportunity I see. Kind of a weird situation. I always have more stocks than this on my watch lists, but I don't mind, and this is good in a way because I can focus on Tesla. I just hope it will be a headache-less trade. I don't want this thing to shop me up, like stop me out 3-4 times before I nail it. It would be great if it just goes lower, builds a range, goes lower, and then builds another range and then goes even lower. Or maybe not. Maybe it just will keep going to 1,000 or something. That would be crazy. It's trying to test this rising VWAP in pre-market. You got nothing on watch today? Not even Tesla? You're not even watching Tesla? Yeah, but I hear what you're saying. There's really not much in this market. I have 2 stocks on watch. SDC on the long side. Probably not going to trade it anyways. I think it needs more sideways, and then Tesla on the short watch. I haven't had this thin watch list in, I don't know, 6 months. I don't know when I last had only 2 stocks on my watch list. Maybe over a year. Kind of weird. But Tesla is really the mother of all stocks. I think this could be. Seriously, it could be a $1 million opportunity for me. Unless it starts shopping me up, like. But if it can go straight down without any headaches, it's gonna be big. Yeah. No, because it was only day 1 after coming out of a base. I mean, it looked parabolic multiple times. Like here, it looked parabolic, right? I shorted it. You get this day here. I shorted it, held it for a few days, made a little bit of money, but then I got stopped out for a small loss on the rest. So overall, I think it was a break even or a slightly green trade. And then here, it looked parabolic again. I shorted it, held it for a few days. I ended up taking a loss on these trades. But now, the difference now, it has sped up, right? It was kind of grinding, and now this is speed up action. That's the difference. This kind of momentum is not sustainable. I've seen this happen so many times. But having said that, I don't know where the top is going to be. This is why I'm waiting for the stock to start going lower to add any size and build ranges. I mean, this thing could go to 1,500 today. I don't know. I have no idea. But it will have a big pullback. Question is it from these levels or is it 500 points higher? I don't know. Yeah, the monthly chart, exactly. Wait, 266? I don't know. This is crazy chart. I remember trading Tesla back in 2013 when it was sub 100. It had an earnings gap somewhere in there. I think it was in the high double digits or something. If I just held, I didn't short. The gap up, screwed it. I wanted to short it, 1250, but it just slammed through and it never bounced. And I'm so bad at shorting some of these names on the backside. Like, it's such a big weakness. I have to get better at shorting backside. Like, I always underestimate how low things can go. It's just crazy. Yeah, I had an order in for 30,000 shares at 1250 yesterday, and I didn't get filled. And now it's 3.5 points lower. Could have been a 6-figure trade. No one knows what the short float is. The short numbers, the short float numbers, they get updated like twice per month. So no one knows what the short float is right now. Why is this ALLP up? Oh, they just had a upgrade? No, they must have had some news. But yeah, I think a lot of people are shorting it too, and a lot of funds, because this is not sustainable in the short term. And I'm not even talking about people who were short this thing in the 200s and 300s. I'm talking about people who never looked at Tesla at a short, and now they see it at 800. It has a range here at 874, which also happens to be the VWAP. Yeah, look, it could do anything. Yeah, I was really hoping for 1,000, but it may never get there, right? Or it goes to 1,500. Like it's just I'm just playing the ranges. This thing could literally do anything. Like this thing could go to 600 today. It went higher than everyone believed was possible, and it could also fall back more than anyone thinks is possible. Yeah, that's crazy. Like the 10-day moving average is at 600. I mean, it's just nuts. It's like 20. It's like 32% lower. It's crazy. Just insane. But yeah, these are the stocks I live for. Really, this is. You don't really see this very often. It's kind of craziness. It's kind of nice to only really have one stock to watch. I hate the kind of days where you have like 3-4 things you really like, and they all trigger at the same time. It's so stressful. I'm thinking about adding if it fails at VWAP, and you use maybe like a $10 stop or something, $13 stop on those ads. I'm short 1,100 shares at 882 for now. I'm thinking about adding more here. We'll see. 3 minutes to the open. I'll be looking at opening range lows, obviously. The 1 minute, the 5 minute lows. I'm lowering my stop on the starter a little bit. Zoom. No. Oh, yeah, maybe at 100. I don't know. It actually is getting pumped as a coronavirus stock. You can't make it up. It's crazy. The thesis is that if this virus spreads and everyone stays at home, they're gonna use the Zoom software to get work done. Kind of funny. Who would have thought Zoom would become a coronavirus stock? Just kind of crazy. That's why it was up so much yesterday. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I read somewhere that it was hyped as or maybe I don't know. It could be up on anything. All right, this is it. Let's see what happens here. I shorted some 870. 876 I think it was. So I have 2,200 shares short now. It took out the pre-market VWAP level, but it's not out of the woods yet. I'm also gonna lower my stop for the rest. I shorted some more at 860. Whew, this is scary. This is really scary. It's straight down so far. Whew. So I'm short 3,300 shares, 872 average. So far I'm risking what, $14 on overall. So about 40k maybe is my risk. And the thing with this, you don't have to nail the top, like nail the opening range highs with full size. There's gonna be so much downside. At this point, I think it would easily fall down to 600, maybe even a 500. There's gonna be so much backside on it. There's gonna be plenty of opportunity to add more size. Like I'm short 3,300 shares. I could easily short another couple of thousand. If I see a good range. Okay, I have to check my current positions. VXRT looks like I'm gonna get stopped out of it. Okay, I'm closing in 100 grand on this Tesla so far. This SXTC is super annoying. I took a loss of 10,000 yesterday, and then I bought 50,000 shares, and now it looks like it's gonna stop me out again. Super choppy stock. It had such great volume yesterday. Okay, Tesla looks like it's bouncing a bit. Let's see how it acts around VWAP. This is key. Look at the bounce back in Alibaba. What a sick bounce. Couldn't stay below the 50-day for long. That's really a sign of strength. Gives me more conviction to hold it. Okay, VXT, I got stopped out. It's a nice trade overall. Okay, Tesla super strong so far. I really don't want them to take out the highs of the day, because that would make the trade very choppy. It's trading a record volume on the 60-minute chart. It's gonna have an insane volume day today. I'll give it a few more minutes. Let's see if we can build a small range around VWAP. Oh boy, this Tesla is super strong. It held the VWAP so far. That's not good for me. Oh boy. They bought up that opening dip, did they? Don't do it. Don't stop me out. Don't stop me out. They stopped me out. All right. And now it's all about waiting for another setup. Yep, opening range highs. That's called opening range highs. Oh, Nasdaq is almost at new highs. What a strong sector or strong market. I think this thing wants $1,000 today. That would be a good thing. Yeah. It is an insane comeback. Let's see if we can take out pre-market highs also. Yes, that is correct. I went from being up 90k or so to being down 40k in a couple of minutes. That is true. Yes. Oh yeah, about 10 minutes. Yeah, that is correct. But I've had bigger swings than that. Not too long ago, I gave back 200k in 10 minutes on fuel cell. So I've seen worse. So this thing was what 20% yesterday, and it's only up 16% today. 20% would put it at like 950. So if it hits 1,000, it will be up about 27% on the day. Alrighty, right. Let's get there. Let's do this. Damn, so many stocks up a lot today. Wow, SPC is gonna give us another shorting opportunity later this week or next week. Is there anything not down today? Or sorry, is there anything not up today? I mean, so many things up on my watch list right now. Just incredible. How do I stay so calm? Well, I'm not that calm. I mean, one, I've been here before, and two, like I've seen this movie. You know, I've seen this movie so many times. You know, it's gonna be a huge trade, so I don't really worry about that. Just need to let it play out. Like right now, it's just going straight up. There's no setup there. So I'm not even looking at it really. Let it do what it has to do. There's probably gonna be a bunch of funds that are gonna blow up on this thing. You know, it may not stop at 1,000. Maybe it stops at 2,000. I don't know. There will be some epic shit on the downside eventually. I just wish I had more. I just wish I had traded it on the long side. It's so easy in hindsight. Oh, I could have bought it here. 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 And it would have made money, right? So easy in hindsight. But it is what it is. I wish I was a genius. I'm really not. I really am not. So I got stopped out of XTC from yesterday for the second time. This time I took a $5,000 loss on it. Let's see how this first red 5-minute candle, how it acts here. Just being a bunch of green candles in a row. So it could be a starter entry at the lows of this first 5-minute candle, potentially. Yeah, exactly. TTD looks good. NIO is having a good day also. China Electric Vehicle Company. I did 1,000 shares. Again, it's just a starter position here. It's the first red 5-minute candle, and that's a first signal. I'm gonna use this 935 as my stop on it. Oh, VSTM is up almost 9% today. I also raised my stop on it a little bit. Can this thing go to 250 already? That would be nice. It looks like Nasdaq wants to go to 10,000 in a straight line. Doesn't it look like that? I'm thinking about buying TQQQ. Or maybe I should buy some stock. I don't know. Okay, so far Tesla held very well. It kind of put in another higher low on the 5-minute chart. Yeah, but dude, I'm playing small size here. Like right now, this is just a small starter. I really don't give a shit. Like, I mean, let's see. I'm risking like $20 on these starter shares. I admit I was a little bit nervous when I was short 3,300 shares near the open. But even that, I had such a good average, it wasn't like a big deal. But look, guys, when this thing hits backside, I'm gonna be short 5,000-6,000 shares of this thing. Right now, I'm just 1,000 shares starter. This is the biggest trading opportunity I've seen in a long time. It really is. It's kind of crazy. This thing has easily 300 points of downside. I mean, just do the math. If I'm short 3,000 shares and I hold for that 300 point move, that's a lot of money. Or maybe it goes to 1,500 first. I don't know. Hence the starter. Exactly. And even if you take like 10 of those losses when you finally nail the trade, you're gonna make 2, 3, 4, 5 times the amount you lost initially. Or maybe 10 times the amount you lost initially, That's what trading is all about. Small losses, big wins. I'm kind of a home run trader. I'm not one of these traders that goes for singles, I really want home run trades. And sometimes I can have a lot of losses in a row. I just hope I don't fat finger on Tesla. I've had some expensive fat finger mistakes over the past 2 weeks. I probably had like 100k total in fat finger mistakes. I really don't want to make any more fat finger trades. I'm just gonna watch Siri on the 1-minute chart for the next 5 minutes until you get another range on Tesla, the short. Because the range on Tesla is just nuts. I'm just gonna watch this 2-cent range on Siri. Okay, I can't help myself. I have to look at it. So the VWAP is 888 or so, or it depends on if you include pre-market data or not, I guess. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where the key levels are. Like I'm thinking like 890 is one, 875 maybe another, like roughly, if I include the pre-market levels, like the pre-market data, like 890-ish and 892 and 875-ish. I don't know. It's too early to tell. Hasn't really cracked at it. Like I'd like to see it crack below VWAP and then retest and then fail that retest. That would be ideal scenario. That's why I got worried so fast when it reclaimed VWAP so fast out of the gate. You could just see the buy orders come in. Like it's just buying stampede. Kind of crazy. Oh my god, look at the first 1 minute candle. Did it trade 5.6 million shares? Holy shit. And it's already closing in on half of yesterday's volume. And we're not even at 40 minutes after the market open yet. Wow. Wonder if it's gonna trade like 70-80 million shares today. That would be sick. Because VWAP works. VWAP works really well. 5-minute 20 MA. I am using the 5-minute 20 MA also. That's the yellow candle on my 5-minute chart. Or the yellow line, sorry. That's the yellow line. And it's very different based on if I use pre-market data or not. Yeah, I wish I know how to trade options. I don't. They're just too hard for me. I trade from home. I have a home office. I trade from an office, but at home. It's kind of nice. The amount of time I save by not having to, drive to some other location. It's pretty good. On the other hand, it can get a bit lonely. So that's the bad part. Nah, not really. My girlfriend gets home at like usually like 7-8 in the evening. So I'm home like most of the day alone, or at least most of the trading day I'm home alone. But I don't sit. I usually do everything, like I go work out and stuff like that. I do it in the like around lunchtime. So stuff people do in the evenings, people that have normal jobs or work like normal office hours, that's the stuff I do like during the day before the market opens. Since the markets open like 3:30 p.m. here in Sweden. Yeah, a little bit, but I try not to go crazy with spending and stuff like that. There's no point. Like I drive a nice car, I live in a nice house, and I wear nice clothes. Not at home. At home, I have like workout clothes. I couldn't care less. I just want to be comfortable. But I don't want to go crazy with spending. Just because I can. It's just so stupid. Yeah, no, I don't have any kids yet. I have a cat, and he's asleep in front of my screens right now. But even if I had kids, I would get a babysitter, so that would be no problem. I mean, imagine missing a 100k trade because your kid runs into the office and wants your attention and wants to play or something, and then you miss the entry on your trade. Yeah, it is building lower highs on the on the 1 minute chart, but. Still, yeah, it's hovering above VWAP. Okay, I shorted a tiny bit more, or not a tiny bit, but I'm gonna use kind of a tight stop on this. No, I don't meditate. I don't have the patience for meditation. I've tried, but I can't. Like I can do like a minute at a time, then I just have to do something else because I go crazy. What I do is I take walks. Like that's my meditation. I have to move. I can't sit still and just do nothing. Long walks, that's my meditation. Sava, yeah, that's the one that stopped me out yesterday. Piece of shit stock. It ruined my winning streak. I was 2 for 2 on it. Now I'm 2 for 3. No, I don't have any fitness equipment. I have a gym really close where I live, like 7-minute walk. I go to the gym. And then I go out running. I usually go out running with a friend that also doesn't work office hours. So we are a perfect fit. So, oh, wow. Now it's going straight down. Very good. Very, very good. Very, very good. I'll put another small stop area here. It shouldn't come back over 900. If it really is weak, it shouldn't come back to 900. Oh, okay. So it's not even gonna bounce. And this is what momentum stocks do sometimes. They go straight up not being able to dip, and then when they go down without being able to bounce. That's the curse of momentum stocks, or like the super momentum stocks. Or I don't even know, I wouldn't call it the curse, but that's just how they act sometimes. But we'll see. There's gonna be so much backside in this thing, it's not even funny. When is the first cover? Dude, if I sub 800, like let's say if I keep the 3,500 shares without adding any, yeah, sub 800 would be the first cover. Yeah, I would say, yeah, sub 800, that's correct. I would cover some small. My first target is the rising 10-day, and right now the rising 10-day is in the 830s. Second target would be the rising 20-day, which is in the 570s. And my third target would be the rising 50-day, which is in the 457 right now. So, I think there is potentially big downside in this. But obviously, all of these moving averages, they will move higher. Unless Tesla goes down, straight down today. Every day these moving averages will move higher. So, but yeah, those are my three main targets. And I am gonna keep some shares to the 50-day, and I'm willing to hold this thing for weeks, maybe even months. You have probably covered this, but can you talk a bit about taking a short? No, I can't. I literally cannot talk about taking a short position with puts because I don't know how to trade options. Or I mean, I guess I know, you buy puts and you buy calls and stuff like that, but all the other stuff, I can't figure it out. I don't trade options. I literally cannot talk about it because I don't know anything about it. Sorry. But there are guys in chat that know much more than I do. Okay, so yeah, so Vive is gonna be a longer term entry. They have earnings in a month. And this is the kind of stock, I'm thinking, why can't this thing go to 200 or something? It's a great growth stock. It's a great story. The earnings growth is slowing down. That is true. So it's probably not going to be as explosive going forward as it has been the past couple of years. But yeah, I'm going to risk $2.50 to make 50 potentially. I like that. Yeah, but it's kind of the logic doesn't make sense because there's always going to be a short float on Tesla. Like it doesn't matter if it goes to 2,000. There's always going to be someone short, right? And it may be someone who's been short since 300, but it also may be someone who's just recently shorted it because they think it's insanity, it being at 1,000 or 2,000. So that logic doesn't make any type of sense. He assumes that the stock will stop going up when there are no shorts left, but there's always gonna be shorts in it. So I don't really understand the logic there. And again, the short number, I don't know when the recent short interest numbers came out, but I think they come out like bi-monthly. So that data could be weeks old. Okay, so Tesla, don't tell me it reclaimed VWAP. Let's see if we can fail here. Okay, so now, yeah, we'll see. VXRT could have a nice little short setup here. Yeah, it would be great if Tesla can fail here and slam back to below VWAP. That could be an ad spot. We'll see. Yeah, it definitely needs to fail here. Just ignore what everyone says. Dude, you can sit there and theorize about these short positions here and there. The fact is he doesn't have real-time data on the short interest. And this logic is wrong. It doesn't make any sense. Just follow the price action. You can come up with 1,000 reasons why the stock would go up further or go down from here. And the fact is, you don't need any of those reasons. All you need is to look at price action. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. The range on these candles is just nuts. Yeah, like this previous 5-minute candle, 152 to what? 30 points. Like 30 points 6 months ago would have been a 20% move in the stock. Oh, it's just crazy. Unbelievable. Oh, STC is triggering. I'm not gonna trade it. I won't trade it. Or will I? I don't know. Fuck. No, I'll pass on it. You know what? I'll pass on it. I already traded Vive, and I already have quite a bit of long exposure. I have a lot of stocks, so I'm not gonna go crazy on the long side. Again, I think even though the markets are going higher, I don't think the next couple of months are gonna be as great as the past few months. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm gonna put some sell orders on VSTM. I've been in this thing for like a month now, I think. Yeah, since the 8th of January. 146 average, which was opening range highs. Yeah, 50% gain. Very good. Okay, this NK is breaking its flag, coming out of a tight range. I'm trying to figure out which is better, to look at the Tesla chart without the pre-market data or with the pre-market data. I guess it doesn't really matter. There may be a minor ad spot if it loses this 878. Because then it's gonna fall below VWAP again. But that again, it's gonna be a minor ad spot or a potential ad spot. Exactly. Like that's gonna make a difference. I don't know. Exactly. Pre-market data or no pre-market data. That's the big question. Because all these moving averages and VWAP, they're at completely different numbers with the pre-market data and without. That's the problem. Like for example, the 65 period EMA on the 60-minute chart, it's at 865 with pre-market data, but without pre-market data, it's at 805. So it's 10% lower almost. Oh, you trade futures? Yeah, I don't really trade futures. I don't know. Funny thing is Tesla is trading as much dollar volume as the next 20 most liquid stocks in the US markets. I just did the math. So we have Tesla here, then we have Apple, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Goog, which is also Google, Facebook, AMD, Disney, Netflix, Nvidia, Visa, Uber, Zoom, Roku, Micron, Bank of America, Beyond Meat, Intel, United Health Group, and ExxonMobil. That's how liquid Tesla is. Just crazy. Insane. I'm thinking about sizing down here a little bit. I don't like the fact that it's holding above VWAP. It feels like it's gonna squeeze a shitload. I don't know. Wait, you lost 6 figures on your wedding day? Oh man. Oh man, no. On your wedding day? You were trading futures on your wedding day? Oh, does your wife know? If I get married, I'm gonna get married during a weekend. No. Were you watching did you pick up your phone and watch your position where we're like dancing and stuff? Oh, that's a hardcore trader. That's what a hardcore trader does. There's no shame in it. I'm gonna remove it. I sized down 1,000 shares. I just don't trust this thing. They're not done with it yet. It feels like they want to squeeze it even more. I don't know who they are. Maybe the market gods. But I just don't like it holding. Yeah. Anytime you gotta be at a social event when the markets are open, I hate it. I always bring my laptop. Always. I don't go anywhere without my laptop when the markets are open. Oh, ACB? Oh, yeah. By the way, I bought ACB. 100,000 shares at 209. I forgot to mention. I didn't even see I got filled. I was watching this whole day yesterday. I almost bought 100,000 shares yesterday, but I didn't. And now today, it's just coming out of a nice little range of the lows. I think this thing could squeeze like $3 easily. I don't know. It's just showing relative strength to all of the other Mariana stocks. All right, let's see. Tesla. What this thing? Yeah, it's too early to tell. And Nasdaq is just incredibly strong, unbelievably strong. Nasdaq overall and software stocks. IGV is hitting new highs. I mean, what if the indices start speeding up, just like Tesla did? What if we go to like 12,000 on a Nasdaq over the next few months? Wouldn't that be crazy? Like right now, we've been just grinding higher over the past 3 months. And what if it just, went in a straight line, just like Tesla did? It just kind of grinded higher for months and months, and then it just started speeding up. That would be just... What if the entire market went parabolic? That would be super insane. I just noticed this recent high it made on the 5-minute chart, it's its exact same level as the pre-market high. You see this? I don't know if there's any significance there, but it's the exact same level as the pre-market highs. 10-cent difference. That's interesting. So there's your rejection of HOD, just the pre-market highs and not the intraday highs. Interesting. I can't really figure out yet if it's significant. I'm gonna remove this line. This is just in the middle of everything. These two levels are what's important now, in my opinion. These are the two important levels. I think I'm gonna lower my stop on one of those partials also. Heck, I am $1 million student of Sykes. I started trading because of Sykes. As much as I hate to say it, but it's true. I have been a student of Sykes. Or at least like I've been a paying member of his site. As much as I dislike the guy, but that's the truth. If it hadn't been for Sykes, I probably wouldn't be here. I studied and I worked. I studied biomedicine for 3 years. I studied biomedical laboratory science for 3 years. And in the last couple of months of my studies, I started trading. So I kind of dropped out of school. Best decision I've ever made. Yeah, some of them started, some of them tried trading unsuccessfully. 2 of my friends actually started trading. They traded for like a year, but yeah, they didn't have much success. They could have had success if they had stuck to it, but they got bored and they thought, everyone thinks, oh, it's so easy, like but it takes years and years and years and years. And that's really the only difference between successful traders and unsuccessful traders, because the successful ones don't give up. They stick with it. Even if they blow up, they come back. They go back to work, they come back to trading. That's what I did several times. I could have just given up and, finished my studies and gone to work and, worked at a regular job. And now I make like as much money in a year than I would have made in a lifetime having a regular job. So dropping out of school was the best decision I've ever made. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know how to do surgery too. It's so easy. You just cut it open, take out the bad stuff, and then you put it back again or put it together again, and it's all, so easy. I don't know why people study for 5-10 years to be doctors or surgeons. I really don't know. Could just watch some YouTube videos. The funny thing is most of my friends don't really know how successful I am. Like they think I'm making like as much money as I would in a normal job. I think some people I know would drop dead if they knew how much money I was making. Like my mom doesn't know. Coming back to your question, risk exposure, about my friends. Yeah, SPYs, Nasdaq is at new high. Oh wait, is it at new highs? Yeah, Nasdaq is almost at all-time highs. You kind of this looks like a perfect flag. Have a big run, a little bit of pullback, found support at the rising 20-day. You see this? Built higher lows and now it's trying to break out again. What if we go to like 12,000 in a straight line without any pullback? Like 11, 12,000. That's certainly not impossible. In that case, I wish I had more long exposure. Damn, I passed on it. Oh, I should have bought it. But I don't want to go all crazy on the long side because I want to have some buying power left for Tesla overnight. Because if this thing closes weak, I'm willing to hold easily a 2.5, maybe even a $3 million position overnight, or like for a swing, like for a multi-week swing. But only if it closes weak. If Tesla goes to 600, hey, I mean, if they ever build it, I pre-ordered it. But unfortunately, I pre-ordered the shittiest one, the one with the weakest engine and only like 2-wheel drive. Unfortunately, I don't know why I did that. But yeah, heck, if they release the Cybertruck, it's gonna take at least a few years. I'll buy it. It's the ugliest car I've ever seen, but yeah, why not? If Elon helps me make money, I'll help him make money. I'll support Tesla. Exactly. I think it has some... Yeah, oh my god, I should have bought Tiva. Oh. The thing is, I was looking at this opening range highs, 1067 area. I was thinking maybe I should buy like 50,000 shares or maybe even more, but nope. Funny, now Tiva is the leader. Before it was MNK, and now MNK is the laggard. Maybe I'll rebuy MNK. If you look at the weekly chart, this thing has enormous upside. Yeah, I'll rebuy MNK. I'm gonna use like a 30-cent stop on it. Team, I see what you see here. I do. I wouldn't. The good entry was here. This was the good entry when it broke out of this flag like a month ago, like 126, 127, or that area. That was the good entry. Now it could easily keep going like 200, but I just think a better entry would have been lower. This is why I'm buying VIV instead. You see, it's just breaking out. Like Vive looks like Team looked like a month ago, just coming out of a range. Yeah, so I'm obviously trading Viva over a Team. That doesn't mean Team looks good. Look, they had good earnings. It just, starting to break out of this little flag it built after earnings. It looks great. It could easily go to 200. So many stocks breaking out today. It's just incredible. Haven't seen this many breakouts in a while. I mean, wow. What market? What markets are you going to day trade in? Lincoln, Swedish? I have no idea. I know a lot of people use Infront and IG. I've never traded the Swedish market, so I really don't know. I can't help you there. I'm also thinking about maybe buying this Okta. I don't know. I don't want to go crazy with the long exposure. I have a lot of long exposure already, so I have almost 3 million in long exposure. So I think, I don't know. But in case the markets go parabolic, I don't know. Oh, so you're not trading at all right now, or what? It doesn't matter what time of year it is. It really doesn't matter, especially as a day trader. Like, oh, you're more of an investor? Okay. It really doesn't matter what time of year it is. Yes, there is some seasonality, like markets tend to go up like in November to May and usually go like sideways between May and October, like historically. But as a day trader, that doesn't affect you. What you really want to do as a day trader is trade the earnings season. That's when the big money is there for day traders. And the earnings season, that happens 4 times per year. At least in the US. I don't know about Sweden. I don't think we have four earnings seasons in Sweden. I think we have only 1 or 2. I'm not sure actually. I am not certain. Yeah, only 1. Okay, that's definitely a time you want to be day trading. If you want to be a day trader, that's when the biggest opportunities are. Yeah, it's still above VWAP. That's true. It's well above VWAP. But again, VWAP is not necessarily a magic indicator. It's just an indicator. Sometimes it works really well and sometimes it's irrelevant, but overall I think VWAP works really well on momentum stocks. I really do think so. It's worked really well for me over the years. Okay, VIV is starting to get some momentum. That's good. I'll do another scan. What's LK doing? Yeah, it's bouncing nicely from the other day. Work is having a big candle off the lows. Man, so many breakouts today. Haven't seen this many in a long time. This is what an average trading day looks like for me. Just sitting and waiting and not being at the computer that much. I usually do a lot of other stuff. Yeah, this is what 99% of trading is. Just waiting and stalking. How much I do? Today I am down about 80k or so on it. Yeah, I've been almost full size twice and I've had a few starters, but I gotten stopped out of everything. Yeah, so it's not a big deal. Like if I can catch a 300 point move down with like 4,000 or 5,000 shares, just do the math. It's kind of small money so far. Obviously that's up, but the higher it goes, the better the move is gonna be. Because these types of moves, they don't correct by going sideways. That much I can say. These things go down. They go down hard once they start correcting. I have some orders in to short it when it starts breaking this 903, 902 range. Damn, maybe I should have bought 200,000 shares of this random ACB stock. I really think this thing could have a 50% move in it, like $3. Why can't it go to $3? They have earnings. Wait. Oh, on Monday. Okay. Oh man, it's gonna take forever to upload this stream to YouTube. Holy shit, it's gonna take forever. This thing is so tight. It's been in a 20-point range for the past hour and a half. Yeah, I think there's a big move coming. Either way it breaks. Yep, Tesla is moving. And let them take you to 1,000. That would be great. I have this enormous database filled with stocks. I have thousands. Let's see, VLTC, here it is. I'm gonna show you VLTC. This looks a little bit similar to Tesla. It just kept grinding, and it had a speed up, and then it finally went down 50% or so in, more. It went down like 60-70% in like a week. There are, you know what, I'm gonna do this. VLTC, yeah. I'm gonna show you another one. I'm gonna show you guys Genetic Technologies, I think it's the name of this. Nope, maybe here. Yeah, Gene, let's see here. Also a little bit similar, had a big move, and then it went straight down. And this is what I think Tesla will do. I think it's gonna go straight down to its like rising 10, rising 20-day moving average once it starts, once it cracks lower. Man, there's so many. I'm actually getting a printed book, like a photo book with all of these stocks. I'm building like all, stuff, stocks you could have realistically made $500,000 inside of like, 3 to 15 days. And these are like just parabolic shorts. I'm gonna do for my different methods. There's gonna be like 4 or 5 books total. I already did one book. Looks pretty great. It's such a different feeling having it in print. You can just look things up instead of trying to find stuff in Evernote. So I'm gathering the best ones, the most liquid ones from my different trading methodologies I use, and yeah, I get it in print like a photo book. I've started a little bit, like all of these. This is like 98. Like look at what this BAM did. Went from 250 to 47 in 5 days. This is back in 98. Yeah, so there's a lot of these different ones. I've only done like 98, 99 so far. Charles Schwab. Like this is something that reminds me a little bit about Tesla. This is a large cap stock. It kind of grinded higher and it kind of started speeding up when it finally had that first red day, and boom, down 40% in 4 sessions. And this is another one, Ameritrade, back in 99. Also kind of grinded higher and started speeding up, and then boom, down 55%. E-Trade, same thing. This is in here. There's so many. There's like over 100 stocks that are gonna be in this book. Acta, this was an IPO in 99, just grinded higher, had a speed up, and then boom. Yeah, well, eventually it went down more than 50% over the next few months. This is a project I'm working on. I would be doing this now, but again, Tesla is just taking so much, or like, it's not that Tesla is taking a lot of energy. I just don't want to waste energy. Right now, I really need to be there 100% once Tesla, once we get an entry signal. I really don't want to fuck this trade up. I don't want to be distracted with anything else. So that's why I'm watching these stupid romantic videos on YouTube. I'm gonna show you guys the book I finished. It's just, some flag breakouts, like high tide flags. That was a test book, but the results were pretty damn good. Like this is how it looks. This is the cover. Oh, no. This is not the correct. That's a pretty funny picture. This is how every single Tesla short looks like right now. This is how every single Tesla short looks like right now. But this is not the picture I wanted to show you. This is the picture. Like this is like how it looks. And there's like 100 pages, and it looks great. I really like it. So this was just a test, just to see how it would be. Man, I'm gonna post this picture to Twitter. It's going to Twitter. Oh, it's having a great looking breakout here. Wow, this thing looks great. I'm very happy about this one. I'm up 50% on it now. What I really wanted is that this thing to get on the coronavirus train and tweet some bullshit PR and get the stock to like $4 or $5, but that never came. Yeah, CrowdStrike looks, it's more of a bottom breakout, I guess, but yeah. There's a lot of stocks breaking out today, just an enormous amount of stocks. There's this one I was thinking about buying, the Okta, but you know what? I passed on it. I bought the 4,000 shares of Vive at 152.40 or 50 or something like that, and that's good enough for me. I don't want to build a portfolio of 20-25 stocks again like I had before. So much better, like 10-15 positions. That's like ideal for me personally. But right now, how they are building these higher lows, it's amazing. It really is incredible. So I was looking for the Volkswagen short squeeze chart from 2008. Found it on TradingView. Look at what Volkswagen did. Like, I know about this thing, but I never seen a good chart of it. The Volkswagen stock went from 200 to almost 1,000 in 6, 7, 8 sessions. It's just crazy. And then it went right back down to 200 in a few weeks. And I think the market cap on Volkswagen was like 400 billion. So it was much, much larger than Tesla. See if I can see the intraday chart, 5-minute intraday. How long back do they have the? Nope, not very far back. Or maybe they do. Wait. 5 minutes. Can I change the date? Change the date. Yeah, Tesla looks like it's starting to violate the rising 20 period moving average. Maybe if I look at the hourly chart. 20. Okay, I have to scroll a lot there. Wait, go to. Oh, okay. So let's do 5 minutes and go to 2008, 06, 01 or whatever. I don't know, whatever. Oh, okay, they don't have it available more than this. All right. Interesting. Yeah, there could be a preliminary entry here soon, potentially. Yeah, let's see if the buyers give up here late day. Could have a nice flush. But like ideal scenario, I just want this thing to break higher. I don't want this thing to fade today. I want it to break higher and go to 1,000 plus and then give us the trade tomorrow. That would be ideal. Yeah, I truly think Tesla is going to be an epic trade. I think it is going to be at least 1 million. For me personally, the size I'm trading, I think there could be at least 1 million in it. I think it's going to be great. I truly think so. I'm super excited. Like if this thing goes higher today, it doesn't break down and just keeps going into the close and maybe goes higher after hours. I'm telling you, I will not be able to sleep tonight. I will be so excited / nervous for tomorrow. What's this AALT doing? I think they had earnings. No, I won't be able to sleep tonight because a trading opportunity like this, doesn't. Last time I saw a trading opportunity like this, like really like a liquid opportunity like this, was Fannie Mae in 2013. I'm gonna show you guys the chart soon. I'm just doing my scan right now. I increased my account. I increased my trading account by 50% in 1 day. I kid you not. I increased my trading account by 50% in 1 day. Now, obviously, that's not going to happen with Tesla because it's not as volatile. But let's see. Is it Fannie Mae? So I'm going to show you guys Fannie Mae chart. I hope they have. No, they don't have the intraday chart. But I'm going to show you the daily chart. I'm going to show you the intraday chart from my Evernote database. Here it is. So this is Fannie Mae. 2013. This is the defining trade. Like I had blown up. This is mid 2013. This is 2 years after I started trading. I had already blown up like twice and I was about to blow up another time. I think I had like 8,000 in my accounts, $8,000. And just a few months earlier, I had like 30,000. So, I was about to blow up again. And this time I traded with borrowed money. Okay. But this day here changed the trajectory. This day defined me. Like the stock went down. I think it went down like 70% intraday. And then it bounced 100% intraday. And I shorted it perfectly, pretty much perfectly. And it, just on the short, I made like 50%, increased my account by 50%. And I didn't play the bounce, but I could have doubled my account if I had played the bounce. So I'm going to show you guys the intraday chart. Yeah, so this is the intraday chart. Wait, where did it go? Here. So it went down 63% and then it bounced 94%. And this was very, very liquid. What's the point I'm trying to make here? I think Tesla could be, obviously it's not going to be as big of a percentage mover. It's not going to go down 63% intraday and then bounce. But I think it can go down 30-40% over the next few weeks or next few months. That I think it can do. Especially if it can go higher, keep going higher to well over 1,000. And the point is it's liquid. That's the best part. You can do like unlimited size. If I got any good traders on Twitter that always post good content? Well, I don't know about always, but consistently good traders that post good content. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I know what you mean, like trading ideas and stuff like that. Yeah, and news, I guess. I mean, you could just look at my Twitter. Pretty much all of the people I follow, I think obviously they're good. And well, I have 3 Twitter accounts. So the main one, like I follow 34 people. I think, all of them are good. Many of them have different styles, etc. So you kind of have to learn their different styles and what they trade and how they trade and how they think. But I also have, let's look at my secondary account. There are some good follows there also. I'm gonna post it in chat, some of the good follows. Like I have 21 following here. So this guy is pretty good. Larry Tantarelli. He posts some good Wait, why can't I post? Okay, so that guy, and Chofami is pretty damn good too. And then we have like, and there's some, you know, people that really don't tweet much. I'm not even gonna bother posting those. They don't really tweet much. Great thing is this GS keeps going higher. This will also, I hope this thing goes to 50 plus. This will also be a big trade eventually. I was short this thing a couple of weeks ago, had a nice trade on it. It went down like 17-18% and then kind of stopped me out break even for half. Yeah, if it can just keep going straight up, that would be great. That would be awesome. You know what funny thing is? I'm down 80,000 on my Tesla short, or my, you know, short attempts I had. But I'm still like break even on the day because all of my longs are up a lot. That's kind of funny. Like Bob up 4.5%, STM up 15%, Plug up 5.5%, VEEV is up since my entry, ACB is up since entry. This is AVLR, which is my, I think it's my largest position. Yeah, it's my largest position over $500,000 position. It's up 6.5%. It's up almost 5%. You know, all of these positions are up. So I'm gonna break even on the day. That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Yeah. So a potential entry could be this 924 area. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it depends on how big their positions are and if they have covered or not. But yeah, I mean, like we will know in a few days to a few weeks. We will know. You know, I bet there were funds blowing up on this thing. 100% certain. I don't know if any major funds will blow up, but there will be at least a few minor ones. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. It's now 224% above the 200-day moving average and 110% above the 50 and 50% above the 10-day. Insane. Insane. Oh my god, it's gonna be a big trade. I mean, if it keeps going higher, it could potentially be $1.5 million trade eventually. I'm not gonna upgrade the profit potential yet, but you know, if it goes like 1500 tomorrow, holy shit. Oh damn, maybe I should have shorted more. Really? Come on. Oh, I should have shorted 2,000 shares. Wow. Oh my god. No. No. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, I should have done 2,000 shares. If I had new... Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, well, I have tiny 1,000 shares in this bullshit. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh my god. This is where Elon is using market orders to sell. What? No way. Why couldn't I add more? Oh my... It cut through VWAP like nothing. Oh my god! Just close the market already. Don't let it go down further. What? No way! Oh my god! The buyer in the 960s gets a gold medal. That was 11% just like that on a mega cap stock. What? Oh my god! Holy shit! Funny thing is, I almost shorted another 1,000 shares at 925, which was the base of this from this little consolidation. I almost added another 1,000 shares, but I didn't. What a move! Jesus Christ! Yeah, let's bounce. Let it bounce above VWAP. Thank you all for watching whole day. That was a very long stream. It was an incredibly long stream. And let's fucking nail this Tesla tomorrow. You'll get to your first million. You'll get there, trust me. And after you get to your first million, the second million will be easy. Trust me on that one. As long as you don't fuck it up. It all depends on you. Just focus on price action. You know, focus on what the market is doing, what the market is trying to tell you.